All right. I am not a financial advisor. None of this should be taken as financial advice. And on other yada 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 bullshit. So, anyway, hi, welcome to the show.
What's up?
Trying to play my new toy.
Which,
Yeah, dude.
bro?
Yeah,
That's,
so I got some of it working, got the soundboard working, and some of it reprogrammed. I don't think all of it works, so yeah. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. It's good, but it sucks. It's a pain in the butt, but once I figure it out, it'll be cool.
It'd be a nice little toy to play with. Less
Oh, wait,
back
hold
and
on.
forth.
Okay, so start all over again since I'm recording on the other one. Let me show you real quick.
Oh, on for Anchor.
Yeah, so hold on.
Nice.
Let's see. Let's see. So here's my other monitor. So I've got it recording on this to see how it comes out.
Yeah.
We'll
Test
find
run,
out.
see how it works. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just got it. So I don't have my headphones, so it's recording the audio from my laptop. Maybe I might have to add louder speakers for the audio. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know till we try.
Yeah. So we'll try it out. Okay. Let's see.
So we got another episode of
Crypto 101.
Crypto 101.
Yeah.
What's the topic for the day?
Topic for the day is listening along while I'm doing my garden work. What's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. Topic for the day. Well, I guess we could talk about give me one sec. Doo-doo-doo. Let's talk about Terra
Oh.
since it's still
Oh,
in the
I think the
headlines.
first thing to talk about with Terra is don't buy it because people are
Still
saying,
lying.
"Oh, if it goes to 1 cent, if it goes to 2 cents, I'll be a trillionaire." Yeah, it's not going to 1 cent. It's not going to a half a cent. I wouldn't go anywhere near it. Um, it's in a death spiral right now. They're they put forth some ideas to potentially try and stabilize it. I saw they were talking about doing a snapshot. Don't buy it. It's basically like when you think about a fiat Ponzi, what fiat is, how it's a Ponzi scheme, how inflation is required, how more debt is required. You're seeing like the last 70 years of the United States fiat in like a week. That's basically what's happening. They've had to sell. I mean, they don't even have Bitcoin anymore. Supposedly, all of their Bitcoin was transferred into Gemini wallets and then put through mixers, and then they've disappeared.
Yeah,
Mixer is
tornado
like kind
cash.
of a way to make your transaction, or at least to trace the coin to make it anonymous. And yeah, so
Yeah,
I don't buy it because you think, oh, I could buy 500,000 for 500 bucks, and if it goes to a penny, I'm rich. That's just
and
it's like a
they tanked the price of all the crypto because of what they did.
they definitely didn't help.
Well, it
Um,
says right here, tanking the price of Bitcoin and accelerating the loss of $300 billion across the crypto economy.
yeah,
80 billion of it was in their own.
yeah. So the reason it would affect other holding prices is if exchanges have like Bitcoin paired with their UST.
A
eh,
liquidity pair.
Yes. So if they're using it for liquidity in their exchange, then that is definitely going to affect the price, and that's going to start affecting the overall market. Um, Supposedly, if this coordinated attack happened a week earlier, they would have been able to kind of eat most of the issue that they ran into. They actually had enough assets that they would be able to honor their obligations as the stablecoin, but as we know, they did not, and now it is like an infinite amount of money infinite amount of Terra being minted to try and stabilize the price of, or sorry, Luna to try and stabilize the price of Terra.
Terra, yeah.
So
Yeah, I had somebody reach out to me today and was like, "Hey, bro, can you help me with some art? We're launching Terra Inu," and I'm like, "Well, what's the compensation?" And they're like, "Oh, well, all my money is tied into the contract." Well, I'm like, "Well, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." I was like, "I'm not doing any artwork for anybody unless I'm getting paid."
yeah, I don't work for free.
Yeah, I said I got a full time job. I'm not. I'm sorry. Like, sorry, not sorry. Like poop. Like I'm not doing it. Like, no.
Yeah, and I mean on top of that, like no, just no.
Yeah, like,
I get paid up front for work I do.
yep,
Or at least if I'm contracted, I take any kind of down payment. Like
yeah. So never
so
heard back after that. So I was like, oh well. Yeah, I'm not doing any artwork for anybody for free. Or sorry. I mean, I've done artwork for another project, and I mean, I get compensated in other ways, I guess, because I get 5 drip a month. But that's because of my initial investment. But woo. I did it for a friend because I wanted to practice my art skills, and he gave me an option to do it, an opportunity. So fuck it, and I did it because it was for a homie, and I get paid in different ways, like so.
So they do have a proposal, and basically it looks like they would be forking the blockchain. They would create a new blockchain
Fuck that.
as so the new chain would be called Terra, and the old chain would be called Luna
Jeez.
Classic. And yeah, essentially they would basically make a new blockchain without the algorithmic stablecoin. 78% currently voting yes, 21% currently voting no. It looks like there's a minimum they do have to meet. Voting ends in 7 days. Under the new proposal, 45% of new tokens will be airdropped to pre-attack holders of Luna and UST, 30% to holders of Luna and UST. Okay, so they'd be taking a snapshot. Pre-attack, 45% of new tokens would be airdropped to them. 30% of holders of Luna and UST on May 27th, and 25% to a community pool controlled by staked governance.
Yeah, it ain't gonna
Um,
work.
it could work, but it's too late. I mean, how are you gonna just magically make $80 billion reappear?
I don't know. Ask the U.S.
Not
government
sure.
that.
Well, I mean, that's a different story when you're in terms of fiat, anyways.
Yeah.
Um, but you can't, based on their original protocol, they can't. The issue is they're printing nonstop,
Yeah.
and that's what turned into
It's
a
an
death
inflationary
spiral.
token. Like it's.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas the U.S. dollar is $1 because they said so. There's,
Yeah.
we technically have assets backing it, which would be like every person with a social security number. You back the U.S. debt, which in turn
Well, they pegged it
helps
to the
back.
U.S. dollar too, didn't they?
Yeah, it's pegged to the U.S. dollar. But I mean, the DXY is going up right now compared to other currencies, which is a good sign for us. But that doesn't change the nature of fiat, the fiat debt inflation cycle. You need credit to make more fiat, and you need debt for credit. So it's yeah, I mean, it's just don't there's no reason to go anywhere near it. There's no reason at all. And I saw so many people on my Facebook page in my feed saying, yeah, I threw 500 or 1,000 at it. Like I got a million tokens. What's the worst that could happen? Like you lose that $500, it becomes worthless. You lose that $1,000, it becomes worthless. Which is most of them at this point. Yeah, it's pretty much worthless. You went $1,000 down to $170. Like Yeah, if you just want to keep hodling, go for it, I guess. But
Well, how's this guy with his tattoo? He better ask his friend to cover it up.
oof, that's rough.
Or just cover the Luna. Like the wolf is cool and the star and the moon and like,
It's not bad. It kind of looks like American Flash ish.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would definitely get rid of the Luna.
Turn it into a
And
P and then he could be from Big Island and he could say Puna. Yeah, it doesn't look pretty.
No, and I mean even South Korea financial regulators start their probe. Politicians are calling for Kwan to face hearings and investigations. They're looking at class actions for Terra Luna holders, um, and it's really shit because the big guys made made out on top as always.
Oh
The little
yeah.
guys are the ones that hurt. Even Binance, they said they're going to look to try and get 40%, 40% not refund, but
Oh, look at
kind
this one.
of give that back to them, like their holders, their customers before, yeah. But Binance is going to try and give money to holders and customers before they try to reclaim their own investments. So I mean, kudos to Binance. That's pretty dope of them to actually stick up for the little guy a little bit, to say, hey, like,
Oh yeah, he made
you
a
know,
whole thing about it, like saying that forks won't work and this and that, and to give back the people the money first and they'd be last. And I mean, it was great.
yeah, I mean, you can't fork something and just magically have more value. They're gonna airdrop you coins that are gonna be just as worthless as they are now. The only difference is it'll stop the inflation. That's about it. So I mean, I guess maybe like if you really want, you could wait until May 26th at late at night, and if you want to play a lottery ticket, grab some Luna then right before the next snapshot and expect on holding for quite a while before you might make some decent gains, or the whole thing flops and no one wants to touch the entire project. I mean, at this point, like, AVAX looks like a better play than Luna, and I'm not crazy on AVAX. Avalanche, another layer one. I know Mim, Spell, that whole kind of Ponzi scheme that they had going on, that flop, that was down like 60-70% within a couple days after the Luna attack, and it was already down like 95% from its all-time highs. So that just shows you what those projects can do. Like, there's points of failure, there's exploits, and they're not backed by real assets. They're backed by like IOUs that are given to someone else for an IOU. And then that other IOU gets lent out. There's nobody to pay you. It's an IOU to an IOU. There's no cash there.
Can I IOU and IOU?
For what?
I don't know, stuff and things.
I mean, for stuff and things, yeah, absolutely. But not for not for a US peg stablecoin.
I want to buy
Especially
Luna,
an
bro.
algorithmic one. Yeah, you want to give me $500? I'll give you, you know, pennies of Luna, because that's what it'll be worth.
So let me kick you in the balls and we'll call it a day.
Pretty much, yeah. Uh, if you're thinking about investing in Luna, find the nearest human, give them $20 to slap you in the face, and that's a better investment.
Sorry, I was trying to get a homie on the stream, but he's on his phone right now at the moment. Can't join. We tried. He's
Uh,
gonna. They're listening. There's couple got an audience today. Welcome. Well, let's talk. Let's get off the negative news. Let's talk about something a little more positive. Let's talk about this gentleman here, the Blue
oh,
Wizard.
the Blue Wizard.
Yeah. So the Blue Wizard. You can check out his Twitter. It's Blue Wizard 2020 or at Blue Wizard 2022. Blue Wizard is a anonymous wizard, mythical entity, legendary mythical entity that has blessed us with his presence on the interwebs. That's a whole story in itself. We can kind of go over a little bit, but what I wanted to talk about is there is a quest that has started, and it is the biggest quest puzzle that has ever existed. And the prize is 7 Bitcoin.
Choo!
Check that out. So, if you want, we could do it as a collective. That's one theory, yeah. Terra Luna was probably set up by the Gov. They attacked the weakest, biggest, most exploitable stablecoin to prove a point. And
they're gonna discuss crypto assets, specifically Bitcoin, at the G7 summit that's coming up. So it's on the radar because this is an attack on their entire life, their legacy systems. Like, this is a very structured attack on the 1%. And how they control way too much. There's no reason that they should be just doing whatever they please with money systems. Like, nobody should be in charge of money systems. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
How do you don't trust the U.S. government to tell you when to take a shot, to take a vaccine? So why would you trust them with your money?
I don't
either.
And I don't trust their money either, or their financial institutions, or their.
I mean, people don't realize what inflation actually is, and inflation is rich people stealing from poor people, literally stealing out of your pocket.
Inflation is
to get as simple as possible. Yeah, transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich.
Yeah,
they need more dollars to line their pockets, and if they can't get them through services or products, they will get it through inflation. And there's nothing you can do about that except buy Bitcoin.
Yep, buy Bitcoin.
And I'm becoming more of a maxi every day.
I feel you on that. Bitcoin for the win. But yeah, but this person here is not to do with the government. He exists on the internet, and he's giving away 7 Bitcoin at its current rate, 29,000. Let's just say 30th, $21,000 at the current rate.
210,000
or 210,000. 7 times
definitely
21.
Definitely ain't
210,000. It's almost $250,000.
Yeah,
but like, dude pays. Like,
I think what the best
legit.
part about the Blue Wizard is that not only do they support the community, have a very, very intelligent, very smart, but like, they're philosophical. Like, these quests aren't just willy-nilly. Like, they actually have like substance to them.
Oh, I've already started the quest, bro, and oh my god, my brain fried last night.
I'm not surprised. It's not easy, man. It's 7 Bitcoin. It's not going to be easy, but
no, there's 100 levels.
What level did you get 40... to?
Huh? I haven't even got to past the first level. Well, so this story starts. Let's go over this. Started early last year, or late 2020.
Yeah, late 2020.
Late 2020, and I had listened to a very bad podcast. Just leave it at that.
A very bad podcast
about crypto and NFTs.
Yeah.
And the title was, "Who is the Blue Wizard? And is it Satoshi Nakamoto, which is the creator of Bitcoin?" And I was like, sounds interesting. So I listened to it, and he talked and, anonymously disguised his voice, didn't show his face. And the wizard, was talking about, more or less describing or giving us information of who he was. and how he like puzzles and how good at he was at puzzles. And I remember he talking about how many languages he spoke, and he was on the search for this NFT, which was the Electric Genesis NFT, and he was willing to pay 20,000 US American dollars for that NFT. And I was like, wait, what? What the fuck is the NFT? Who the fuck is Electric Genesis? Like, is that like a new DJ? Like, what
Not
the
a
hell?
bad DJ name.
Right? So I went and I'm searching, and I found that apparently there's a NFT project that was called Blockchain Heroes, and there was a card in it called the Electric Genesis card. It was a one of one, and he wanted it because he's a huge collector on the Wax on a lot of different platforms, but like a lot on the Wax platform, millions and millions of dollars on the Wax, and he's never sold, even at the all-time high. And I was like, oh, maybe I should try and I don't know, get some of these cards. So I went and I bought some of these packs, and I had called my friend Mr. Sunshine and be like, dude, you ever heard of NFT? Like, check this out. I'm gonna send you a pack and you can open it. And it's funny because the first pack I sent, and everybody left. And the first pack I sent actually got sent to the wrong address, and I got it back 6 months later and sent it to my brother. And it's funny, nobody wants to hear about how to win 7 Bitcoin. Anyways, we'll get the audience later. So
I mean, it is a 101 episode, so
yeah, but like, anyways, so we've got these NFTs and da 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 da, and you know, like, you gotta think of it like Satoshi set up puzzles and things to gain access to a collective. If you've done any research on it, and that's how it kind of like grew in a way. Like, they had, you know, like the coffee shop meetings and this and that. And there was like online spaces like Telegram and Discord, but back then there were just emails, and you know, like, you would have to do things to gain access to these special people, I guess you'd say, or you know. And so, anyways, I'm having a brain fart, but like, there was a puzzle that he gave, and I answered it in less than a second, and then I couldn't explain my answer fast enough, and I lost. And but he even has, like, on his Telegram, he has weekly contests where he gives away Ethereum for playing like these little desktop games, I guess you could say. Let's look real quick.
yeah, I remember playing some of the games, and it was, I mean, they're not huge prizes, but I mean, I don't see anybody else going around giving away free crypto and money to people just for playing some games or solving some puzzles.
Besides us.
Well, I mean, I don't see anybody else going around and doing it.
Yeah, like this one. This one I was playing. I'm 17th place. So it's like a motorcycle game. Like a sight bike. Oh yeah. Backflip. Yeah, but like, if you can, I don't know. Here's the prizes, first, second, and third. That's some dough. Like, and this is weekly prizes he gives away.
Yeah.
That's point.
0.003, 2, whatever.
Yeah, but that's 0.012 Bitcoin every week.
003, yeah.
You know, which I think is, you know, it's cool. Like, and his group only has 113 members, so you got a good chance at winning. But he has this quest up. It's the biggest quest in history, and it ain't easy. Here's the preview of levels. 100 levels of joy. So the entry has 4 choices, but only one of them is correct. The rest down rabbit holes for 40 levels. So you don't even know if you picked the correct one in the beginning.
So if you pick the first one correct, you skip to level 41?
I don't know. No, you get to level 2, which has 2 levels and 7. And yeah, I don't know. We have to get past it. And like speaking of like how you said like they have hidden messages in between. Like here's one of them. Just look below. The answer is beneath you. One word plus number, no spaces, no capitals.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So one of these four, because each one has a riddle, will lead you to the next one. And like some of them go to I don't know if I'm allowed to press this. We'll find out if I get striked later. Are you a producer? Well, it goes to this song that is from like a soundtrack of a TV series.
Mm.
And I guess the producer of the song also produced for Game of Thrones. And then you got to decipher, like the only clue you have is tone in that song. Like for this one, and there's another one. I think it's this one. It goes to it's like what is this? What is this called?
Like chemical structure.
Chemical structure. But then when you click this, it goes to another song from another movie, which is a great old. Really click it, but I think it's pretty interesting. I mean, who knows what it could lead to? I mean, we know it leads to 7 Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's
you gotta try. You don't know which one is the right path.
Eric.
Yes, sir.
There was an offer put in.
Okay. You're
Sorry.
Okay. What's the offer?
An agent has stated they are writing a purchase contract on behalf of a buyer. She has asked the following: are the sellers willing to accept a pre-approved USDA direct loan?
Another USDA loan.
We're gonna have to say yes.
Well, let's give it a. How long do we have to respond? Sorry, guys. Interruption, real quick.
Know what the asking price is?
Give me 1 second.
I mean, what they're offering back.
Wait, don't answer. You have time to answer. Okay, sorry about that. Little we were in the middle of selling a property and we got an offer. So how long you been in crypto, Shaka bro? I've been in crypto since probably 2015. Purchased Bitcoin, Ethereum. I got into XLM or Stellar Lumen and TRX Tron coin when it was fractions of a penny. My claim to fame is what we're talking about, the Blue Wizard. I solved a riddle, and he gave me Shiba Inu early last year and got it. And hit on what else did we hit on? Saitama, real big. Kishimoto Inu when it first popped out. Shinsoki Inu when it first popped out. Vivi when it Omi coin when it first popped out. We got that.
GRT.
GRT.
Yeah, that was actually through the Blue Wizard. He posted it on his Twitter. Was like, hey, buying a lot of GRT. I think you want to take a look at it. and sounded like a really cool project. Bought in, I think 2 zeros and whatever, and rode
GRT.
that SOB all the way up to like 80 cents.
Yeah, it's about early adoption, and like most of these ERC are, yeah, a lot of the ERC are just like a lot of these YouTubers are, they get paid to show these bags, and then they show the bag and they dump on you. I'm not gonna
Yep.
mention any fake gigging names,
Fagin names.
some fagging names. Or some
Yeah, I mean, if you're seeing YouTube, I don't want to say celebrities, personalities. If you're seeing YouTube personalities talking about some coin and it's the next 100x, it's already too late. Because people are getting into coins on their launch or within a couple hours of launch. They're watching wallets, and they're getting into them in that way. A lot of times these projects have their bare bones. There's really nothing even there yet. And then say 2-3 weeks later, they'll start launching some utility or whatever their roadmap says. And then like a month from there, that it's already blown up just because of liquidity. Everybody's buying into it. Then the YouTubers start getting on, they start getting paid to shill. And
a lot of these
that's when
YouTubers took our call, to be honest, and that's how they got famous. Was I can show you a screen. Want to see? I'll show you right here. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Here, I'll prove. Watch. I'll put him on blast right now. Give me 1 sec. Here. Here you go. 6.9 billion Shiba Inu. Check that out.
What's the response from them?
Here, look. This is back 2021. Okay. Holy shit. Sorry, bro. Not sure how I missed this. Shib pumping. How many people I could get up to 10 people on my live. So invite all your friends. But check right there. Check it out. This is how this guy got famous.
Yeah. And look at that. Look at the date on that. Like,
This is late.
What a tool.
What up, Buck? What up, everybody? Come on the live.
Chill.
Well, come on the live.
I am on the live, bro. I'm here.
We live and direct. No, I'm inviting all the guys on the But yeah, there. I just want to, but yeah. And I had like 11 trillion Saitama and got greedy and held. But
yeah, I mean that's the thing is like I think one of the strongest skills you need to have to trade meme coins and shit coins.
No, we're talking about projects. We're talking about projects. You can come on and talk about a project, Book. We were talking about Terra, talking about just what's going on, trying to help people in the space. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you're good. I think one of the strongest skills you need to trade meme coins is understanding their supply, the market capitalization, and realizing that 90%, 95% of them, you've already missed the train.
Yeah.
If you see a chart that looks like Saitama or Shiba, you've already missed the train.
Yeah, if it has an Inu in it, stay away. But if you want to talk
Now,
about a project,
yeah,
we're
not in a bull market. There's a reason why the Bitcoin market dominance is back up to like 46%. Once the peaks happen and crypto in general, follows BTC, and once that starts going downhill, the bottom of the totem poles, they're the first coins that are going to drop. They're down 90, 98%. I mean, Terra, at literally the only coin in history to go down 100% and not be a rug pull. So,
Yeah.
but
here's a project that's got good utility that's not on the ERC20 network. If you haven't heard of it yet, not chilling it, but it's a great project. If you know anything about eighth wonder of the world compound interest, this is one you can put some money in and compound your way up to a pretty substantial amount of money. But yeah, and now it's like I'm getting 3 drip a day, and my max payouts it's growing fucking fast, bro.
yep. Yeah, good. I mean, the longer you're compounding, the faster it'll grow on the daily. You're getting 1% of your deposit per day. So yeah, you're gonna get 3.05 drip
Today,
per day minus the tax, minus a
and
little
then
bit of fees
tomorrow's 308 and
for
311
compounding.
and 314 and and it's gonna every day. It's just
Yep.
so, but
And lots of projects. They're gonna have scratcher lottery tickets coming out.
yeah,
They just announced a partnership with the DEX to mine their native token for staking. They're going to be using Chainlink as their one of their main partners for a lot of these projects. Oh yeah, the animal farm. That another part of the ecosystem.
yeah.
Pigs relaunch. Dogs are going to relaunch soon.
Got pigs are at
So
206. I compounded my truffles. I harvested some truffles. I claimed out. Little. I claim one day. I compound one day. Claim. Because I'm getting like 10 to 20 bucks a
I
day.
mean, there's a great tip right there. Take profit along the way. Take profit when you have profit to be taken. Just like holding on too long with Saitama. Taking profit along the way is taking profit's always smart. If you can consistently take profit, you can't go broke taking profit. You can go broke holding something like Terra into the deep dark crypto abyss. You can get rug pulled and lose everything that you had. So yeah,
Yeah,
lessons
at
learned
least
the
this
hard
one.
way. You're gonna learn them too, but take profit. Take profit along the way. Take profit when you can. That doesn't mean you have to sell it all. Sell 5%, sell 10%, put it into USDC as a stable. Pay yourself. Buy yourself a nice dinner when you hit a nice
Oh, Forex
wick.
Shark. I was like looking up Sharkioski. Fucking hey.
Not quite the same.
Yeah, Forex bro. Like he's the can't say he's the goat. He's the shark.
He's the
Yeah.
shark that eats goats. Maybe I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
sure,
mean,
for sure. We'll
in
do AMAs with you in return anytime, bro.
yeah, and another thing to keep in mind is during these bear markets, like it's a great, just like the stock market right now, great time to pick up blue chip long hold tokens. Solid projects that have been around for a while, that have a lot of utility, that are necessary for Web3. Great time to pick up those projects like Chainlink, Atom, great projects. They're going to be around. They're not going anywhere. The BNB, ETH, layer ones that actually have stood the test of time, that have great futures ahead, or at least you think they do. Great time to pick them up in a bear market.
Yeah, even my garden, I've just been compounding. I harvest every once in a while just so that way I can ROI. You know what I mean? I know it's down, and you should compound on the way up, and or compound on the way down and claim on the way up. But
Yeah, I've been doing nothing but harvesting.
yeah, I'm just trying to get some ROI back, and
That's why you
then
got to harvest, man.
yeah, no, I harvest and compound. I'm up to 4,840 plants, which is
I
great.
think I think now you're ahead of me.
No way, I'm ahead of you.
Yeah, dude. Because I haven't compounded in like 3 weeks from the garden.
Post your
I've
Telegram link in the chat, bro, and we'll join the Telegram.
Yeah, I haven't compounded in at least 3 weeks. If
Oh, look at
honestly,
that.
probably longer. I've done nothing but claim every day. I've been pulling out. I think right now I'm pulling out like 3/4 of a drip per day.
Nice.
So
It's my
every other
second
day.
account. I only compound this one. It's up to 348 plants. This
Yeah,
one I'm just gonna
I'm still
compound the
compounding
fuck
the
out of
second
it.
one, but or no, I'm claiming from that one too. I'm exiting the garden. Well, I'm not compounding anymore for the garden. I'm just claiming it out. I'd rather have BUSD and more drip. Um, what's the what was the LP in the garden? How many available or whatever in it? Contract balance
40. Wait,
440,000. Yeah,
no, 4,407,000.
440,000.
No, 440,709.
Yeah. So I mean that was up to 800 some thousand at one point when drip peaked. And I'm sure a lot of people are pulling from this to buy pigs,
Oh yeah.
or just buy more drip because it is a farm, so it is a high risk game of chicken at this point.
The pigs reward vault's growing about 50 to 100 pigs per day. So people are just
Nice.
compounding, and I've got 10 pigs in a pig pen, and it's getting me 2% per day, or I can withdraw that. I don't know. I compounded it just to see, and it resets this available pigs.
What's your available pig at? 0.8?
Yeah, I
Nice.
compounded the other day just to
That's dude, that's
just to try
solid.
it. Yeah. So what is that? 3 or 4 days, I got $7.50 already.
Over the course of what, 3 4 days you said?
Yeah, and then he does like little
It was like
injections every.
$2 a day. That's not bad.
Yeah, and then they inject a little bit here and there. And then they got a lot. I mean, this is a big number right here. So this one I'm claiming compound claim, compound claim, compound, so that way I can just keep printing money basically.
Yeah, and it's reward from providing liquidity. So it's not you're not just paying out from people investing and people depositing. It's gaining revenue and rewards from outside the system.
Yeah, I think he was mentioning something about like because they're staking it like or making a pair with Pancake,
Yeah.
and he doesn't see why that he should sell Pancake right now because Pancake is like low, it's like four something, 430, 432. Another one, Pancake's a good buy too. Like if it's this low.
I mean, any decent exchange token is not bad. It really just depends on their tokenomics. I mean, understanding a project's tokenomics is, like just like investing in anything, you should have a good understanding of what you're investing in. If you don't know anything about baking cakes, I would highly recommend not taking out a business loan to open a bakery.
True.
Just doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Well, the thing is too, like, I mean, that's why you say do your own research. Like, you don't just jump on the hype train. Like, but this is the time when the markets are the where it's at right now. This is when you want to invest. This is the other transfer of wealth is now, because this is when you want to buy in and you want to DCA on this red market because once the reversal happens, you're gonna kick yourself in the butt saying I should have bought, or the other one is I should have bought more.
Yeah.
But the exciting part is when Drip and Animal Farm comes out with their scratcher tickets. That's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah.
It's gonna bring
Especially because their scratcher is going to be a white label service that any other project can utilize, and Drip will receive a portion of their revenue to buy Drip. Well, buy Drip or pigs, depending. But but yeah, to just add more streams of capital flowing into the drip ecosystem, because anybody they were even talking about just you could even use it just kind of like on any, you just make a website just for scratchers. You don't have to do anything else. It's
Well,
just
that and
scratchers alone.
I think it's going to bring a lot more people into the space. Because who doesn't love scratchers?
Especially when you consider like how the current system works for states and like the federal lottery, like the national lottery and stuff. Like, if they're getting $1 billion worth of people buying lottery tickets, they're only paying out, say, 100 million for the grand prize.
Well, that's the
90% of the buy-in goes to the state or whoever is in charge of that lottery system. Just like like casinos, there's a reason why the house always wins, and that's
Well, who do
because
you
you're.
think pays for the light bills here?
What do you mean?
The gambling pays for all the light bills
Oh,
and,
yeah, yeah.
and pays for our taxes.
I was gonna say that's why you don't have a state tax, because
Yeah,
you don't need
exactly.
it, because
Yeah.
gambling addicts pay for it.
Yeah. And the good part too is he's using a true oracle, which will create true randomness.
Yeah, absolutely. And on top of that, if your scratcher is a loser, it's an NFT that you could hold and get revenue from by being part of kind of the lottery ecosystem. So even your loser has utility and a benefit to holding it.
Yep. Which is that's the kicker right there, because you hold it and you're getting rewards for holding it.
Yeah, there's another option. I think you could burn it, but I don't know. I don't remember what.
I think you have to if you win, you have to burn the ticket.
Oh yeah. But no, if you lose, you either can hold on to it as part of revenue sharing from the system, but I think there's something else you could do with it.
I'm looking for the flow chart that I had. I need to clean up my computer. Oh, this screen is huge.
Let's see if Bitcoin forms a double bottom here. We're sitting at just over 29,000.
It hit 28 this morning.
I mean, it went to a low of 25, I believe, like 25.5. This is saying 26.7, but I saw it was like 25.5, 25.8 that it went down to. I mean, I was listening to a podcast 2-3 days ago. It's called, I believe it's called FedCoin. Awesome podcast to understand like the macro systems at play, and they definitely focus on Bitcoin, so they don't really talk about anything else, but for good reason. It's always good to have a speciality that you focus on, but they're talking about that there just hasn't been enough pain yet to call that a bottom might be in. Just hasn't been enough pain. They're saying it needs to go down to like 23, maybe even like upper teens. People just haven't cried enough yet. There you go. So
there we go.
If you have a loser, 10% of the overall rewards get put in as revenue sharing, basically dividends for gambling, which is awesome.
Yeah, hold on, and entering the homie.
Yeah, Pigpen burn. But yeah, so 20% buying native tokens. I'm guessing that's 20% just divided between those three. But I know there's a possibility of, at least from one of his AMAs, that Drip will have its own lottery, Dogs will have its own lottery, and Pigs they'll each have their own scratchers. So you can get Drip theme, Dog theme, Pig theme. and this flow chart would just kind of be extrapolated onto each one of those. So you would get rewarded for a jackpot in pigs if you bought in pigs, and in drip if you bought in the drip scratchers. So
Well, I'm gonna try it for sure. I mean,
I'm absolutely going to be buying scratchers. First of all, I'm buying one just because if I win, awesome, I'm going to buy another one. But I'm going to have a loser because I want to be part of the revenue sharing.
yeah, why not? And support a project that we believe in. And I'm glad that we got buck in 430 on a non crypto, or what is it? 430 a on crypto. Yeah, no, like it's good to have drippers on here. You know what I mean? That believe in forex. Like he's the dev to beat out there. He's trying to prove himself. Like he a lot of people talk shit, and where's all them crybabies now? Like Pig's flying. Pig's at 200, stable. It's doing well. Is there any updates from him on his Telegram?
I mean, I think the big thing for pigs right now is like so many people who are wannabe moon boys when Lambo were just so in tears about their money being locked up instead of rugged, you know.
I don't know. I got a lot of freaking piglets, bro. I'm happy.
Yeah, the relaunch wasn't good enough. He said we're gonna launch Thursday, and then it was next Thursday, and then it was next Thursday. I've been there through so many other projects, like early with Shiba. People don't realize that Shiba Swap was supposed to come out in like I think March, and it didn't launch until June. And the dev Ryoshi went silent for like 3 weeks after it was supposed to launch.
He's silent
And then,
now.
I mean, there's a whole whatever's going on with Ryoshi, and there was like Ryoshi Vision, which got airdropped to Shiba holders. I know like the Shibarium blockchain was supposed to come out 6 months ago, and then it stalled, and now it's maybe back on, and only like 3% of Shiba holders actually own Bone, which is supposed to be the governance token for the blockchain, which if only 3% of the people holding it own the control of the project, it's not really decentralized, and there's pretty much no incentive to get in. Just whales doing whatever they want, and you're kind of at the whim, which ride the wake of whales. That's if you're just a little shrimp, watch what whales are doing. Don't listen to what people are saying. Watch their wallets and see what they're doing. Go on EtherScan, go on Bscan, go on Chronoscan. Watch what big wallet holders are doing. There's even Twitter accounts out there just literally called Unusual Whales, and they will post there. I think there's actually a website now, and you could sign up for like a premier service just for the sole fact of watching wallets and getting updates when this wallet randomly just bought 4,000 ETH or sold this much Bitcoin or
Yeah,
is
you gotta
buying this
start
meme
wallet
coin.
watching again.
Yeah, I mean it's a little time consuming, and you got to spend, I'd say, like a week or two just kind of getting into a rhythm, tagging all the wallets you want to watch, trying to figure out whose wallet they are, in the sense, excuse me, is it a whale? Is it like a random exchange wallet? Is it, yeah, there's a lot of things that you kind of need to figure out, but it's a great way to dive a little deeper into the space, to track what other people are doing versus what they're saying. Because you go find those YouTubers, you find some of their wallets, they're saying, "Oh, it's the next 10x coin," and then you see they're selling $1,000 worth or 1,000 coins every 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, and they get paid
Well,
5 ETH to shill it.
well, they're getting paid, but they also load their bags up and watch their bags, man.
Yeah, well, greed. Karma's a bitch, though. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and that recording only goes for 30 minutes.
Oh,
So
that's lame.
yeah, so we gotta figure
Just
that
post
out.
the 30 minutes of it at least.
Yeah, I will.
Why not?
So we know we'll just do a 30-minute episode to record for that for the next one.
Yeah, we could do that.
I mean that would be the best.
We ending the show with some horse racing, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get We can get enough entries before we wrap it up, you know. So I gotta start racing my horses more often. NFT horse racing, you know, it's a thing.
Well, you went to the horse race expo in Vegas, didn't you?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. There was probably about 50 to 60 of us. It's I
Oh,
got
nice.
like I got picked in the first race, but I didn't win. I had the wrong shard. There was two shards that were in it. I guess their name was Shard, and I didn't
Not what I
win.
was thinking.
Yeah, exactly right. And then I didn't win, but I had a great time. It was a free event. Got a lobster truck outside.
Oh,
Was
that's
a
where you got the Maine lobster?
I got a seafood salad. Trying to be healthy, you know.
Oh yeah.
Down to 186 almost. I should be weighed in tomorrow at 186. Yeah, get in there. But yeah, they gave away 12 horses. Um, I got some. I got a pop socket for my was it consolation prize. Um, but it was at a cool event. Star something. It was like an event center. It was pretty cool. They had things to do and big screen TV, and they were showing the Kentucky Derby that day. And looking forward to the next Las Vegas NFT event. I mean, they're doing it regularly, so hopefully it continues to grow. You know, the NFT was on the World Market Center. The Blue Wizard has billboards up right now for this 7 Bitcoin riddle. I mean, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try again. I mean, it the four different entry points for the first level. I just couldn't. It is probably like so easy, but not.
Yeah, those puzzles, man, they're mind games because it's like, sometimes the solution is so simple you wouldn't think of it because you're thinking, okay, there's like this hidden meaning, there's a code, there's these references. Sometimes it's just like the simplest thing and you never even go to that.
Yeah, and the good part is I've answered riddles before, and I've gained access to his Telegram, and I've gained a personal friendship with the wizard, and I'm hoping that soon that he'll come on the show. Then that's why I want to keep doing these shows, and I wanted to bring up his puzzle today to help promote it, and I want to do a full episode focus our next episode if we can do a full episode focus on the Blue Wizard coin, the Blue Wizard's Twitter, Telegram, and just go over the whole story again. And like I want to be the first one to start covering this because the billboard is gonna be on Harmon Street, right in front of the city center during EDC week, which starts. He started the
Friday.
billboard yesterday,
Oh, I
and
thought
it
he
runs.
started on the 20th.
I don't know. Maybe it starts on the 20th.
Well, it's
But
gonna run for 1 month, and I know it ends on June 20th.
yeah, it might start Friday then.
So
So
I thought it was Friday because I think EDC is next Friday.
no, it's this Friday.
Oh, it's this Friday? Yeah, so it'll
Yeah.
probably start running. Yeah, I mean, start running this week. We know that, and we know it's going to run through to towards the end of June.
Yeah. So I wanted to start creating content so that way, because people are going to be like, "What is this Blue Wizard? What is the Blue Wizard coin? What is this puzzle?" And I want when they search for it, I want our videos to come up talking about it so they can be like, "Oh shit, there's content out there about this," and because there's nobody that really knows about this content or this um, opportunity, I guess you would say, or this puzzle and this amazing entity that's putting it out there. And like, I mean, you can scan the QR code and join the quest, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I think
there's a little bit of a rabbit hole to go down to on the digital world. There's not much. We did mention a bad podcast earlier, and that same bad podcast, after having the Blue Wizard on their podcast,
Which helped
later,
promote, yeah.
later said on their same bad podcast that they didn't know the Blue Wizard. They barely talked to the guy. They know nothing about it. Just kind of hands off, took a step back, said, we never did this. Even though you can go back and there's a lot of proof that he was on the podcast, that they did talk to him, that
Travis.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
These are
literally
fucking
have you literally have so much interaction with this person that's
you are
it's there.
fortunate enough to have interaction with this person, and then you fucking throw them under the bus.
For what? To save your own butt because you guys messed up.
And where's your project now?
Yeah. You guys are a bunch of phonies.
Yeah. Fucking blockchain fucking zeros. Yeah. He helped push your project to where you guys are today. That you had a podcast, you had your nifty show and whatever the fuck. But like you guys are straight money grab. Call it like it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and you bought that property, that condo in like South America somewhere. I think it was in Panama. I don't remember. And all that kind of crap. This guy buying millions of dollars worth of your NFTs, and you obviously have a lot of interaction with him because that's also out there. You could find that. They tried to get rid of the podcast. That didn't work because once it's on the internet, it's out there forever. Yeah, and then you go and badmouth them over something to just try and save your own butts. Yeah, you guys suck. Just throwing that out there. Didn't want to call you out that hard, but I mean, we're doing it.
Poop. I'm gonna fucking pull it up. Here, this is the podcast right here. Could this be Satoshi?
Oh wow, there it is. Yeah, they pulled it off their Spotify, like all their platforms. They like pulled that podcast. Maybe they put it back because that was just like
that was probably the #1 show.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But I don't see the one where they talk shit about him. They took that one off for sure.
I don't even know. So that wasn't even a full podcast. It was like the topic was something else, and like half the podcast was them trying to backtrack on how they barely talked to the guy, they didn't do any business dealings with him, even though you did, and that was kind of why one of the things they were trying to back talk and see as a bad thing was they were talking to the Blue Wizard, and the Blue Wizard was interested in a specific type of art. So they put him in contact with this artist, and the Blue Wizard took a little bit longer to pay than they would have liked. So the artist basically did nothing, but the bad podcast people like had a hissy fit over it.
They moved to Puerto Rico, but look,
Puerto Rico, yeah.
But look, they call it Travilla. Yeah, like all the money they cash grab from their NFT project, they moved to Puerto Rico, and he names it after himself, the Travilla, and talks about the benefits of moving to Puerto Rico. Keep your fucking lame ass in Puerto Rico. That's where you're hiding. Well,
in terms of crypto, Puerto Rico does have benefits.
Oh yeah,
but in terms of now having these two losers as residents, I'm good.
Yeah. So this is the bad podcast. Like you can subscribe to their shitty show. So
I get that off the screen. Losers.
Yeah.
Losers.
Yeah. But I've played the pancake swap lottery, and I've won a little bit before, just for fun, just to try. It is what it is. But we're gonna wrap it up here. It's been an hour. It's getting late. I gotta shower. I gotta go talk to my wife. We got some stuff to do pertaining to some real estate, not in Puerto Rico. So thank you for tuning in, and won't let me send you an email from my phone. Send it when you can, and we'll get on it, and we'll chat more on there. Because I appreciate you guys joining, hanging out with us for a little bit, and Email me some recommendations what you guys want to see on the next show, and we'll come on. We'll do an AMA. Go on your website, whatever you want. Check it out. All right. So have a good night. Peace.
See ya.